You can forgive everyone else in your life faster than you can forgive yourself for one decision you keep replaying at 3 a.m. Tonight, I want to look at that pattern honestly with you, because the hardest person in your life to extend grace to has somehow become you. I don't know what that decision is. I don't need to know. You know it. You have replayed it so many times that you have worn grooves in the floor of your mind walking around it. You know every angle of it. You know what you should have done. You know what it cost. You know who it affected. You have gone over it until going over it feels like its own punishment. And some part of you has decided that this is what you deserve. That if you punish yourself long enough and hard enough, it will somehow balance out. I want to say this gently, and I want you to actually hear it. The self-punishment is not making it right. It is not undoing what happened. It is not protecting anyone. It is not noble or responsible or accountable. It is not a form of respect for the people who were hurt. It is just pain, kept alive on purpose by you. And the question I want to sit with tonight is this: why? Why are you the one person in your life who does not receive what you freely give to everyone else? Think about the people you love. Think about what you say to your child when they fail, what you say to your best friend when they make a mistake that cost them something, what you say to your sibling when they collapse under the weight of a decision gone wrong. You say, "You are not this mistake." You say, "This does not define you." You say, "Get up. Try again. I still believe in you." You say those words without hesitation. You mean them. And then something happens in your own life, and you become the one person in your story who does not receive that grace. Why are you the exception? Here's what I know about self-forgiveness. It is not pretending it did not happen. It is not minimizing the impact. It is not telling yourself it was fine when it wasn't. Self-forgiveness is a decision, a specific, conscious, deliberate decision to release the version of yourself who did not know what you know now. That person made a choice with the information, the maturity, the emotional capacity, the resources they had at the time. That is the person who made that decision, not the person you are tonight listening to this. That person no longer exists in the form they did then. You cannot go back and correct that version of you. They are gone. But you can decide, tonight, whether the person standing in their place is going to keep carrying the weight of what they did, or whether you are ready to set it down.
I am not disqualified from love by my past mistakes. Hear that again. I am not disqualified from love by my past mistakes. Because somewhere along the way, a voice, maybe yours, maybe someone else's that became yours, decided that what you did was disqualifying, that it put you in a different category from the people who deserve good things, close relationships, a real shot at the life they want. And that voice is wrong. Mistakes are not disqualifiers. They are tuition. You paid for something in that season, a painful, costly, real price. And what you bought, whether you know it yet or not, is wisdom you could not have gotten any other way, compassion you could not have earned without that specific suffering, an understanding of what really matters that comfortable people do not have access to. The price you paid was real, but so is what it purchased. Tonight, I want to ask you to do something. I want you to think of that person, the version of you who made that decision, as a separate person, someone younger, someone with less information, someone under pressure or grief or fear or confusion that compromised their judgment in a specific moment in time. And I want you to speak to them the way you would speak to someone you love, not to excuse what they did, not to pretend it was okay, but to say what you would say if that person were a human being sitting across from you, not a ghost inside you. It happened. You can't undo it, but you are not sentenced to it. Get up. Begin again. You are still welcome here. I am permitted to begin again today without further penance. That last part matters, without further penance, because some of us have been paying for a long time. Some of us have shrunk our lives, our relationships, our ambitions to the size of our guilt. We have disqualified ourselves from joy, from intimacy, from real presence, because some part of us does not believe we have earned the right to be here fully yet. And I am telling you tonight, the penance is over. Not because what happened was fine, because you have paid, and continuing to pay is not justice, it is self-destruction. I am warrior. I don't fight for victory, I fight from victory. And a warrior who is standing in the field of battle, still flogging themselves for a battle from 5 years ago, is not equipped for today's fight. They are not present, they are not sharp, they are not free. The warrior who has forgiven themselves is the most dangerous person in the room, because they have already faced the worst thing about themselves and chosen to get up anyway. That is you. If this is reaching something tonight, if you have been carrying this for months or years or your entire adult life, share this with one person today who needs to hear that it is possible to begin again, not one day, not someday, today. Subscribe to this channel, new frequencies and healing content for warriors every week. And if this work has value to you, you can support it at ourfamilies.pplx.app. There is a donate link there, and you can also reach us at Cash App. The link is in the description below. Tell us in the comments,